What's up, guys? It's Chris of Ego Memes here, and I have the second place Infernity deck profile from the Hartford Regionals by Matthew Monahan, otherwise known as CHUMLEE DOUBLESTACK, aka Mickey to the D on Billion Network. Very infamous player. He's also like a cool friend or whatever. I get kind of annoyed of CHUMLEE every now and then, but he's still homie. So, if you've seen the video on Team Shockwave's channel, I'll put a link in the description. You'll tell that CHUMLEE runs through his deck really quickly with no explanation whatsoever. So he pretty much sent me his deck list and why he chose what to play. He said that he rushed through the original video because of time purposes, but I have here his in-depth description of why he played what he played. So I'm gonna go ahead and just run through that really quickly, as fast as I can anyway. So triple Archfiend, obvious reasons. The 3 Necromancer, he played 3 instead of 2. These are all quotes from him. I use 3 because when it comes down to it, if your only win conditions are Necro and Launcher, and if you play 2, it's more likely your opponent can out all 3 in longer grinds. And I think having the 3rd Necro to save you from the situation is worth the risk of opening 2. Double Stygian. There aren't combos that require 3, so I use 2. 2 Summoner Monk. Best monster in the deck, really. 1 Grepher. 2 versus 1. I still think 2 is very optimal, but I need room for more traps, so I only played 1. Obviously, Armageddonite, obvious reasons. Hyrus. Just the access this card gives you to Archfiend when you need it is nuts. This deck loses when it doesn't get to Archfiend, and it only risk drawing the equivalent of Sangan is worth having that access. 1 Palabyrinth. I think the field is really good because 500 boost is relevant versus a lot of good decks right now. And its effect being from the hand, deck, or graveyard is nuts. Also combos with Barox, so Arch plus Instant Fusion plus the field plus the field is a combo when otherwise it wouldn't be. When he means Barox, he means the extra deck card right here, just in case you guys weren't aware. Rhoda. Second copy of either Armageddon or Grepher, spell for Monk. So yeah, this is pretty much an Armageddonite or a Grepher that you search, but it's also a way to pitch something with Summoner Monk. Foolish Burial, obvious reasons. Launcher, obvious reasons. Double Duality. Duality theory is if you explode, you win regardless of the dualities. And if you don't, Duality is the best card to draw because it's essentially a better upstart because you choose how good of the card you draw is to some extent. Double MST. I don't play 3 because it's really only good for Fiendish and Spheres right now. Using it on Tenki is a lot of times a waste or just plain stupid. 3 Upstart, obvious reasons. Yeah, it's just 37 card deck, obviously. 2 Instant Fusion. I don't play 3 because I don't want to draw 2, and I don't play 1 because the card is nuts. It kind of makes sense, I guess. 1 Mirror Force. It was either this or Book of Moon, or the 3rd Fiendish, and I found going 2nd versus Fire if they open up Bear. I didn't have much more than a Deep Prison to a lesser extent Fiendish to stop them from resolving the Bear without negging, so I chose this. Plus, Book sucked for me in Charlotte last weekend. He entered an event the weekend before, so Deep Prison. This and Memory of an Adversary are like the best outs to the Bear train. I might have played Memory if I played tested with it more because I always tend to have mad life points versus Fire Fist, so the life point loss isn't a huge deal. And I have a potential for another level 4, which would be Bear, Gorilla, Tyree King. I think it means Wolfbark to use in combos. Double Fiendish. Yeah. Wolfbark in this card is just okay versus everything, I suppose. Just a well-rounded card in general. Warning, obvious reasons. Bottomless Trap Hole, obvious reasons. Torrential. Let's go to Torrential. I'm sorry this is out of order. I don't know why people don't play this. It's the same reason as Duality. You go off and you win, so the dead Torrential won't matter. Otherwise, this is just an amazing trap and makes drawing high risk better. Double Trap Stun. Just hits entire back rows as opposed to picking them off with MST, Night Beam, all in one card. 3 Barrier for obvious reasons, 1 Break. 1 Break theory is it's like the worst card to draw, and you only search 1 in a game anyway, so I just play 1. Okay, extra deck. Barox. He just said, see the reason why he played Barox because of the combos with Palabyrinth. That's the only reason. Camion Wizard. He played this instead of Dark Flare because this can't be Bottomless Trap Hold and it's level 4. Fusionist for Diamond Eye plays. That's the only reason Diamond Eye plays, and it's a level 3. So if you really if you need a Horse of Levier, you have the Instant Fusion. The 3 Lavalval Chain. The 3rd comes up a lot, even if it's even part of one combo. He didn't specify the combo, but apparently it's used for a combo. Double Levier. The 2nd comes up a lot, especially with the 3rd Necro. Second, double Diamond Eye. Oops, my bad. Yeah, double Diamond Eye. considered playing 3, but I tend to not lose games in which I use both dyers, so I still use 2, I guess. Key Beetle is obvious. You use it on Necro a lot. Dweller's obvious. Cowboy's pretty obvious. 101. And then he said Exciton Knight was the MVP of the day. He resolved it several times. So it's got on the side deck. One Dark Hole. Going second versus decks like Hieratic or Mermails. Yeah, I totally understand that. MST because it's the third copy. I don't understand why he just did a main 3. That's just my opinion though. Needle Sealing, Girgia, and the Mirror Match for Needle Sealing. I love Needle Sealing against Girgia. It's such a great card. Double Overwork. 3-axis and one. He sides in both for 3-axis and one going second versus 4-axis. The thing about this card versus 4-axis is that if they get the Tenki from Resolving Bear, they already plussed. Have Wolf Bark, so this becomes super neg. And I don't want to play a lot of cards that only do pretty good when they. Damn it, CHUMLEE messaged me. When they actually open Tenki, I guess. Double Destiny. One going first against 4-axis. Second is mostly for Bujin and other rogue decks that can main side floodgate cards. Double Blackhorn, Hieratic Girgia. An extra Mirror Force. The second copy is just for the 4-axis matchup. And 3 Debunk. This is for Hieratic and Water, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you to CHUMLEE for messaging me all your reasons why you played this deck. He's been playing Infernity for like the longest, and like I've seen him play on Lunar. He's a really good player. He's kind of an idiot sometimes, and I don't apologize for saying that because even like, if you know CHUMLEE double stack, you know he's an idiot. But congrats to you. Thank you for sending me your in-depth deck profile. I will link the Team Shockwave video somewhere right here so that you guys can see what he looks like and how fast he's at. And it was actually really funny in my opinion. So I'll see you guys later, and thank you for watching.